This is Tracy with Girls of the Con, and I'm back with AJ, Chad, and Christyn at DragonCon 2015 for part 2 of the Girls of the Con 20. You guys ready?
Yep.
You having fun at DragonCon?
Absolutely.
Okay. What was your first cosplay or costume, and what inspired you to create it? Christyn, we'll go with you first.
I cosplayed Molly, the evil technician. She is a villain from one of the episodes of Smallville. She has a pencil and she kills a guy by stabbing a guy in the air with a pencil. So I had her glasses and I glued the bloody pencil to the brim of my glasses, and I walked around with business type clothing and my technician's tools in my bag, and walked around and introduced myself as Molly, the evil technician. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And you heard the story about Comic-Con about the guy who took another person's seat and they got stabbed with a pencil?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That happened about 4 years ago, I think.
A little
All right.
prophetic.
Oh, well then.
Chad?
Mine was Elle from Death Note. This was before I was dating my wife. I was trying to impress a girl who liked Death Note, and she got me into it. I liked it, and so I decided to cosplay Elle in order to get her attention.
Now, that's an anime, right?
Yes.
Well, you don't do a lot of anime
Not a lot of
regularly.
anime.
All right. AJ?
Me and a buddy in high school did Mario and Luigi.
And you know how popular they are now.
Yes.
And which one was you?
I was Luigi.
Okay. I don't know. Which one is that? The green or the red one?
Green.
Okay.
In other words, a character that you grew up playing Super Mario Brothers with if you were the younger sibling.
Okay. All right. Question number 2. What is your favorite cosplay or costuming moment that you've had?
Oh, okay. I Conuga when I was a Sith, a lady Sith, and I won second place to a guy, and who was it? It was Tamora Morrison and Daniel Logan were our judges, and they were giving me all his compliments, and I was just like trying real hard to stay in character, be like at a karate competition or something. And I was just smiling. I caught a picture of myself just smiling like a moron because I thought it was the coolest thing. Won second place, but whatevs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Chad?
I'm going to give you a twofer. The first one's very short. I was Pool Party Zombie, and Alice Cooper complimented my costume. And so, yeah, I mean...
Okay, which con were you at? Or where were you that Alice Cooper complimented?
That was DragonCon, what, two years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
And he complimented you on your...
Yes.
That would
So,
be a great
yes.
moment.
So that automatically...
We went to see Alice Cooper.
Love Alice Cooper, so that became one of my favorite costumes because he liked it. The other one also involves Tamora Morrison. I was in my Sith, and we both have lightsabers. Mine is a lightsaber staff, and Tamora Morrison really took a liking to it and liked to play around with it. And so I happened to be walking by his table at Conuga, and he wanted to look at my lightsaber, and we ended up dueling up and down in the fan table area.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
That was way awesome.
AJ?
This is actually the first Gen Con I ever went to back in 2007. I went to go get a couple of my sci-fi books signed by Michael Stackpole, because he writes for a lot of sci-fi. The ones I'm most familiar with are Battletech and Star Wars. And I was as one of the most well-known characters, Morgan Cowell, who's a mercenary commander, and he said it was really nicely done, even though I can't sew at all.
Very nice. So, what is your favorite cosplay or costume that you own?
I'd say the lady Sith.
Chad?
It's a hard question to answer, but I think, because I've got some good ones, and I like them for different reasons, but I think the concept that I like the best is the latest Sith iteration that we've gone with for me, which involves traditional fisherman's pants from Thailand, so I am a TIE fighter.
Oh my God. Okay, AJ?
with the Atlanta climate, I can't say my Sith costume because that just gets too stinking hot. So I'll probably have to go with my most well-known one, Dr. McNinja from the webcomic. It's been going on for about 10 years, and people seem to recognize that pretty easily.
Okay, so was that the ninja that you wore today in the
No.
parade?
No, it's Dr. McNinja. He has a white shirt, tie, stethoscope around his neck. He has a ninjato, lab coat, face mask.
Okay. So today you did your traditional ninja?
Yes.
Okay. You're very stealthy, by the way. Out of all the conventions that you attend, which one is your favorite and why?
I like Con Nuga, no offense, but I like Con Nuga because it's just good people. It's a good atmosphere, and we've gotten some good relationships with people that we've met from Chattanooga, and I just like the neighborhood. I like the people.
Speaking of Canugas, what do you think about the fact that they're moving it like a mile down the road for the convention center? Has that affected how you feel about it?
Well, I haven't been there yet, so I have to experience it to actually have.
No,
an
yeah,
opinion.
she's talking about the convention center where we go.
I thought you meant like in the future.
No,
No,
it's-
now, because
Yeah.
it used to be wholly at
Oh.
the Chattanooga
Choo-choo.
Choo Choo. Now it's like a mile down the road. Part of it is down there.
Last year wasn't a big deal because we could hitch a ride on the shuttles to and
Yeah.
from. So I mean, I didn't really even notice. It wasn't
Yeah,
that bad.
they've really done a good job with getting their shuttles, getting people back and forth. So it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They need a bigger stage for Saber Idol tryouts, though, so I don't almost kill the judge several
Agree.
times with my leg.
Agree.
Okay, so Chad, what's your favorite con?
I'm gonna say Connuga also, and that's partially because I'm biased. I run the horror track for them, and when I look at my scheduling for being a horror aficionado, these are things that I want to do. I want to do all the things that I come up with, and I can't, so I have to pick and choose even in my own track. But it's all stuff I want to be involved with, even if I was just there as a participant. So. that's
Canuga.
great.
Okay. AJ?
As much as I like Dragon Con and Connuga, I'm gonna have to go with one I went to for the first time this year, which is called a ReaperCon out in Dallas, Texas. It's a strictly miniatures gaming convention hosted by Reaper Miniatures, and it's almost like a family reunion, except you don't dislike half the family. And they just take really good care of you. There's some of the best miniatures painting artists there are doing classes for free, and all the free stuff they give you. And one thing you can do there that I've never been able to do at any other convention ever is if you're working on painting or something, you just set it down, walk away, go to class, come back, it's untouched.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't think it would be untouched at Dragon Con.
No,
Probably not.
Would not.
So, how many costumes do you own? What's your least favorite to wear and why?
I'd say 5, and my least favorite to wear. It's the most expensive one. It's the one that has been salvaged from my wedding dress. It's a steampunk, the formal steampunk, because I have to wear shapewear under it to get it on properly and to have the look be proper for the outfit. And I hate wearing shapewear.
Okay. Chad?
Mine would be a steampunk monster that I tried to come up with, and I really liked the concept and ended up getting a welder's helmet that I bloodied up, and it looks really great, but it's so cumbersome, so hot, and the bulk of it just did not turn out as creepy as I envisioned it, so it's kind of not worth the trouble.
AJ?
I said probably have 6 costumes, and in the same year you're doing the steampunk monster, I was doing a steampunk monster hunter, and stuff just was not staying together for that one. This did not work out. Stuff was not lighting up,
It
falling
looked
apart.
cool though. It really
Yeah,
did.
but it didn't last much more than the night.
Aw.
So, what is your next project? Or is it a secret? If so, can you give us a hint?
My next project, I'm revising my Sith, my Lady Sith. It's going to be a Cad Bane inspired, sort of like bounty hunter version of a Sith Lord who carries blasters as well as a lightsaber. And she's going to have the Cad Bane style hat, and she's going to be almost like a cowboy. And I'm going to call her Jenny Cash. She's going to be the man in black. The woman in black.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Chad?
I don't have any definitive plans for new costumes in the future, but I will probably work on perfecting my TIE fighter. I've got to repair my lightsaber because in a competition I dropped it and broke the battery compartment, so it's got to be fixed before I can. Yeah, I'm not a very good Sith if I drop my lightsaber, but I did have a cool recovery.
Yeah, yeah.
And probably put a little more effort into some additional monster, probably zombie related costumes. Been talking to some folks about new makeup techniques that are a little quicker and easier, so I don't have to spend 3 hours applying stuff and miss all that con time just to be a zombie.
AJ?
Well, I want to fix up my Sith Lord costume so it can be acceptable for use with the Dark Empire and all the stuff they do, because right now it's missing several components. And time, space, financing permitting, I would like to build a powered armor suit. Not actual powered armor, but styled after that.
Okay. So, what do your friends, family, significant others think about your hobby? Well, since Chad, you and Christyn are each other's significant others, obviously you guys embrace it. So, what do your friends and family think?
I want to tell you what my mom did. Okay, so last night we went to karaoke, and we were sitting around playing the headbands game, right? Because we were waiting for our turn, and it took about 2 hours, and we decided to just go home. But this naked Gandalf, just wearing a loincloth, having his staff, and his beard, and his hat, and everything, naked Gandalf, walks up and starts singing "What About Love." So we had to get a picture, and I had to put it on Facebook. My mom liked the post. She Facebook liked the post about naked Gandalf. So I don't know if that answers the question, but it's a bit of commentary on my worldview, and yeah,
Okay.
my life. You know my life.
I saw a pink Gandalf, but I did not see the naked Gandalf. Obviously, I missed out.
He was amazing.
Chad?
My family generally doesn't understand a lot of what I do, but they enjoy it and they encourage me to be creative with it. I think the crowning moment of that, where my family is concerned, we had a steampunk Star Wars themed wedding, and
I remember that.
my grandmother had no idea what steampunk was. She wasn't sure about the whole Star Wars thing, and she flipped out a little bit. We are not Mr. and Mrs. We are legally Lord and Lady sides. And my grandmother flipped out just a little bit when she said, "Lord, is he, doing something sacrilegious and whatnot?" We had to explain to her that, no, it's a cultural thing. It's an honorary title. It's not, some deification or anything like that. But after the wedding, she came up, she gave me a hug. She said, "I don't get this, but I had a really good time."
And that's all that matters, is
That's
that
right.
you have a really good time. AJ?
Pretty much my family doesn't quite get it. They're confused by it most of the time, but particularly when I'm working on costumes that involve chainmail of some sort, they tend to like seeing how that goes. And my friends, depends who asks, these two weirdos here like it. Most of my friends are pretty cool with it, so.
All right. So have you ever had a negative experience while in costume? And how did you deal with it?
I had a person today that asked me, "Where are you supposed to be from?" And I told him, "I'm supposed to be from You Buy Me Drinks. That's where I'm from." He didn't know what to make of it. I was about to tell him what to make of it, but he decided he wanted to walk over there, and I just let him.
You were so aggressive.
He likes it, though.
I know.
Mine's pretty minor as far as negative experiences go. My very first attempt at a Sith costume, I had boots that I had gotten from a yard sale. They didn't quite fit right. They were cheap, and I was just getting into the whole cosplay thing. And I was doing the parade, and during the parade, probably about maybe a quarter to halfway through it, the soles started falling apart.
That's not fun.
That was not fun.
AJ?
Curious if I had any real negative experiences with my costumes, besides what I mentioned earlier with the steampunk monster hunter, the electronics and stuff not quite working as planned. But that was all done very last minute, and we did the best of what we could, and revisit that later.
Okay. We're almost done. What advice would you give others looking to get started?
Enjoy it. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It doesn't matter what if people give you grief over it. Have fun. Be creative. Hit thrift stores and Goodwill. Take that stuff and reincorporate it into what you want to do and have a good time. Because if you do that, no matter negative experiences or great experiences, you're going to enjoy yourself, and that's what counts.
AJ, Christyn, would you agree with Chad? Anything else to add?
That's it.
Observe the world around you. Observe the world around you. Be creative. Have an open mind, and look at what you can use for what. And save things, but not too much. So.
Oh, you what? Don't be a hoarder.
Yeah, don't be a hoarder. I'm not
That's
advocating
directed
for
at me.
hoarding. It's not a good idea because your wife will get pissed off. Because you need a place to put all your oven mitts. But anyway, all your hundreds of oven mitts. But
Okay, we're not
about
going
my
to
oven mitts
ask
fetish.
about the oven mitts. Okay, the last question.
I was also going to add to there is that, if you see someone's costume you like, don't be afraid to go up and ask them, how did you do that?
yeah,
Because, that may be something you've always wanted to do, but you don't have the foggiest clue how to try it. Don't be afraid of asking more experienced cosplayers for advice.
In my case, it's asking them, who are you cosplaying as? Because I don't recognize some of them. But so far, everybody's been very nice. Okay, so last question. What's the greatest challenge you have found in costuming or cosplay?
Making everything fit in the luggage on the plane.
Yeah, that's
nailing it.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so if my attempts at cosplay don't turn out exactly right, then I will be half-hearted in wearing it, and it's still some of the enjoyment. So I've had to learn to let that go. So I'm less stuck up about it than I was when I first started, but it's still something that kind of bugs me a little bit.
Yeah, same deal. If I can't nail it, I don't even feel like I want to do it.
Okay. AJ, anything else you want to add?
Not so much. I mean, my options are pretty limited with having to travel such a long distance to actually get to most cons, so.
Indianapolis is not that far from you. Okay, well, thank you. You guys have a great Dragon Con 2015.
Thank you.
Yeah.